Hey there, Wes Dove here with Dove Development and Consulting. We've been looking through the importance of values to really build the foundation for any business. We've talked about what can go wrong when we don't have the right values in place, how that impacts companies and so on. We've talked about the need for clarity and removing any level of ambiguity in our businesses around the values that we've got painted on a wall or listed in a handbook or on the back of our shirts or whatever. I've even walked through how values, those strong values we set as that foundation, impacts our team, impacts our communities, and impacts anybody that ever knows us, our entire reputation. What we're going to do now is really move forward and make sure the rubber meets the road. And we're going to look at how we can be very intentional in laying a foundation on those core values. So we're going to start this process by digging into, hey, sometimes it's just us and that leadership role. My goodness, it's up to us to do. But the reality is the work we do on the front end, just like the foundation of a skyscraper, of a residential home, of whatever building that it is, that foundation supports everything else that will ever come on behind it. So if we don't do it right from the beginning, there's going to be trouble down the road. The reality is that work on the front end is freaking hard. It's really, really hard work to get started. In many cases, folks don't even understand what we're doing. They don't see what we're doing. They don't notice what we're doing. And even if they do, they don't know what's really going on. We'll have to really detail that to them. But we're going to have to keep it simple because, gosh, if we skip a step, if we try to get flashy, if we try to get fancy when we're doing the foundation for a home, or maybe in the roof structure and putting the trusses up, or getting ready for whatever final roofing product's going to be on that people see from the outside, if we don't have the right steps leading up to that foundation, or like I say with the roof structure, gosh, that's where water can really get in and wash away whatever we're trying to work with. And in many cases, nobody knows there's an issue until we see that water in the crawl space, in a basement, or coming up through the floor in some cases, or down through the roof, whatever it is. The same thing happens. We don't hear about companies' values unless it's a CEO pounding their chest about, here's our great values. But the folks on the shop floor often don't hear about the values until it's hit a headline when something really bad has happened. That's why we've got to make sure they're in place right from the start. Now, what we're going to do moving forward is dig into how simplicity and consistency really make sure that it grows and we can build on it. But hey, it's not very exciting early on. It's thinking hard, like I said before. How do we do it? We've got to keep it simple, but that doesn't mean it'll be easy. So we'll turn the page to that soon. Before then, I'd challenge you, wherever you're accessing this, look for the option to work through a quick assessment where I'm going to ask you, 6, 8, 10 questions that really works to identify what's killing the profitability in your business right now. It was really, when I created that, it was the starting point for my #1 Amazon bestseller, What's Killing Your Profitability? It all boils down to leadership. What that will do is really land you on a page that gives you probably the best tool that we can offer right now, or at least a starting point for how can we best serve you? How can we capture some of that lost profitability for you in your organization? Because again, it really does boil down to leadership. Maybe that's a low cost or no cost digital solution. Maybe it's us having a conversation to really tailor a plan for you as an individual leader or for your entire team of leaders, how we can support you moving forward. Hope this serves you well. We'll pick up the pace soon with looking at this, how we can start off simple, but make sure even when it's not exciting, we can sustain it. See you soon. God bless.